Hello, my name is Zachary Lamel. I'm here to answer your questions today that you've asked of BCT Partners. And the first question you ask is, what is diversity? I personally have supported for many, many years the broad definition of diversity to include sex or sexual orientation, race, gender, ethnicity, etc. But I also think it's important that we broaden the definition even more to include our uniqueness that we have, particularly as you think about it from a global perspective. Our uniquenesses is what allows us to value our differences, and I think they have to go hand in hand. So in the context of diversity, yes, very broad definition, but also speaking more to the things that make us unique and also define our differences. Inclusion. Inclusion is an important part of the whole D&I model, I think probably more so now than ever. Because inclusion means just that, including everyone at the table, everyone having a voice, but everyone bringing their uniquenesses and their gifts to the table in order for us to have an authentic conversation. That's an important word. Allows us to bring our authentic self to the conversation is probably the way I would say it. So we can talk about issues, whether it be professional or personal, in a way that brings value to everyone involved. And everyone feels that they're valued and everyone knows that they matter. I think those are two important distinctions as you bring the D&I components together, because that's where people's performance begins to excel. And I think that's an important part of it. Tell us about your D&I facilitation experience. Well, in all transparency, I haven't done a lot of D&I facilitation, but what I have done is I created or facilitated the creation of, the first African-American affinity group at Johnson & Johnson. I also supported the creation of the Hispanic group, the South Asian Pacific group, and also the LGBTQ group. Those are other affinity groups that I also helped form while I was at J&J. Spoken to many of them many times, spoken at many other diversity conferences. So it was a passion for myself there, and it still is even to this day. The biggest challenges when you face facilitating D&I sessions, the biggest challenges we face is the issue of silence, where people don't feel safe enough to bring their authentic self to the conversation, to be able to share openly and honestly what they're truly thinking and feeling. Those two have to go hand in hand. It can't just be what they're thinking, but what they're also feeling, because then we're able to get to the heart and soul of real issues and address them. When we stay surface level, when the conversation is one that's very, very safe, and we're not having an authentic conversation, having those crucial conversations, then we know we're not breaking through in barriers and we won't bring much change to the environment that we're in. What triggers me in terms of facilitating settings? That's a great question. What may trigger me is if someone is deciding to be intentionally disruptive and wanting to take over and control the meeting, or control a session, or control an experience. Because I am an executive coach, I use my coaching skills to help diffuse that level of energy to a point where we can begin to have a conversation or an engagement that benefits not only the individual, but everyone involved as well. So those are the kind of things that I find myself having addressed even outside of the D&I space, as a matter of fact, as I have a leadership development program that we bring to corporations with a coaching model to it. And so this is something that we do on a regular basis. And why do I want to facilitate D&I sessions at Facebook? Be honest with you, I would want to facilitate D&I sessions wherever I can. In today's climate, in today's world, this is an important time for us to begin to have these crucial conversations about race, about gender, about sexual orientation, about religious differences, about all kinds of differences, but equally important, the things that make us as an individual unique, that we begin to value each other's differences and see that we're all truly are, without being cliche-ish, in this together. And we can only survive if we do it together. So whether it's Facebook or J&J or any other corporation or company or not-for-profit that likes to have this conversation, wants to get into understanding what this is about and bring clarity and outcomes to it, I'm excited about doing such a thing. So thank you.